including as a state prosecutor for the Banadi Regional Court in Somalia and as a legal counselor at the Prosecution Resource Unit of the Columbus City Attorney's Office. Your Excellencies, Advocate Abdiwahid has had a long and flourishing career. To mention all the positions that he has held would not be in the interest of your time. May I now invite Advocate Abdiwahid Wasame Abdullahi to step forward and take his oath as judge of the First Instance Division of the East African Court of Justice.
This is the first one.
Yeah, so you raise your Quran.
I think I have to put something like that.
Okay, so you need to raise.
Yeah, not this one. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I, Abdiwahid Abdullahi Warsame, do solemnly swear that I will and truly serve the East African community in the office of Judge of the East African Court of Justice, that I will do justice in accordance with the Treaty for the establishment of the East African Community as by law established in accordance with the laws and customs of the East African Community without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God. I, Abdiwahid Abdullahi Warsame, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and pay true allegiance to the East African community, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the treaty for the establishment of the East African community as by law established. So help me God. I have to shake the president, okay? I have to start.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, allow me to now introduce to you the second judge who shall be taking her oath today, the Honorable Anne Atieno Amadi, CBS, from the Republic of Kenya. Honorable Amadi was until recently serving as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. She's a holder of various qualifications, including a Master of Criminal Justice from Boston University. She's a seasoned lawyer, having served in different capacity, but most notable is her role as the Chief Registrar of the Kenya Judiciary and as a Deputy Executive Director and Head of Litigation with the Federation of Women Lawyers, Kenya. Your Excellencies, Honorable Amadi has had a long and flourishing career, but in the interest of time, I will not mention all the positions that she has held. May I now invite Honorable Anne Atieno Amadi, CBS, to come forward and take her oaths as judge of the First Instance Division of the East African Court of Justice.
I, Anna Tieno Amadi, do solemnly swear that I'll be faithful and bear true allegiance to the East African community, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the treaty for the establishment of the East African community as by law established. So help me God. I, Anna Tieno Amadi, do solemnly swear that I will well and truly serve the East African community in the office of Judge of the East African Court of Justice, and that I will do justice in accordance with the treaty for the establishment of the East African community as by law established, and in accordance with the laws and customs of the East African community, without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
Congratulations, madam. My very best wishes.
Your Excellencies, allow me now to introduce to you the third judge who shall be taking his oath today, the Honorable Justice Diego Stephen Abraham, here from the Republic of South Sudan. Honorable Justice Diego was until recently serving as a High Court judge of the Judiciary of South Sudan. He's a holder of various qualifications, including a Bachelor of Laws degree from the Al Nilain University in Khartoum. He's a seasoned judge, having served in different capacities, including as a first-grade judge of the County Court of the Judiciary of South Sudan, and as a third-grade district judge in the Judiciary of the Sudan. Your Excellencies, Justice Diego has had a long and flourishing career. To mention all the positions that he has held would not be in the interest of your time. May I now invite the Honorable Justice Diego Stephen Abraham Yar to step forward and take his oath as judge of the First Instance Division of the East African Court of Justice.
I, Diego Stephen Abraham, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to East African community, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the treaty for the establishment of the East African community as by law established. So help me God. I, Diego Stephen Abraham, do solemnly swear that I will well and truly serve the East African community in the office of Judge at the East African Court of Justice, and that I will do justice in accordance with the treaty for the establishment of the East African community as by law established, and in accordance with the laws and customs of East African community without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
Your Excellencies, my role today has concluded, and I wish to thank you all for your kind attention. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, thank you very much, Your Worship, the Registrar of the East African Court of Justice. Congratulations to all, to the newly appointed Secretary General and the judges who have been appointed. I'd like to request the band to continue to give us a musical interlude while their Excellencies sign the various instruments of the community.
We have finished, we have finished.
I've been overruled. The next item, ladies and gentlemen, is the launch of the ESC, the 7th ESC Development Strategy and the ESC Customs Bond.
I now invite Your Excellencies to launch the 7th East African Community Development Strategy and the East African Customs Bond. How do we launch it?
Declare. You can declare.
We launch it. So now, Secretary General, do something else.
Thank you, Your Excellencies. We are just bringing up the dummy development strategy for your signatures. I request you assist with bringing it up. It is representative of our 7th development strategy, whose theme is focused on deepening integration. You can assist us with the video for the launch of the strategy. It's done, eh? Okay. Your Excellencies.
Don't waste time, we have done it, we have finished. I now invite their Excellencies to make statements.
There's a customs bond first.
Where is it?
It's the customs bond.
We need to launch the customs bond.
Where is it? Outside.
It's on screen.
Oh, okay, just one moment. Where is the screen? What do we do?
Thank you, Chair. We request for your indulgence for two things. For the launch of the East Africa Customs Bond, which is a big milestone as was outlined earlier. That one does require video, so kindly please let us pull it up. And then the students who are being awarded by their Excellencies for the essays, you'll be making your way here as the video is played. Do we have the video ready?
The EAC Customs Bond is a regionally developed digital guarantee system that secures duties and taxes on goods in transit across the East African community. It allows traders to use a single customs bond / guarantee that is valid across all partner states, replacing the need for multiple national bonds when goods move through more than one country. Why was the EAC bond developed? 1. To support the operationalization of the Single Customs Territory (SCT) by supporting the unique processes in ACT. 2. To reduce the cost, complexity, and delays associated with cross-border trade. 3. To promote regional ownership of trade facilitation tools. And 4. To complement existing frameworks such as the COMESA RCTG, offering a more integrated, flexible, and EAC-specific solution.
We agree with the bond.
How does it work? Step 1.
We agree with the bond.
Trader or clearing agent has to bond via the national.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for the efficiency. We now ask the students who are being awarded to approach here. Your Excellencies, as part of EAC integration, we do not leave behind the youth. So every year there is an annual essay competition, and this year we have 6 students to be awarded.
Thank you, Your Excellencies, and I will read. Your Excellencies, in this session we present to you the winners of the 2024 EAC Essay Writing Competition. The essay competition has been undertaken by the EAC annually since 2004, when it was introduced by the Summit. It is part of the wider EAC outreach program aimed at enhancing the awareness of school-going population on the developments in the EAC integration. Secondary school students from the EAC partner states are presented with a topic on contemporary issues in the community, on which they develop essays between 1,000 to 1,500 words in either English, French, or Kiswahili languages. Your Excellencies, the essays have gone through national and regional adjudication. Okay, I will go to the names. The 6th, in position 6, is Shemezimana Nadine. That's number 6. That is from Republic of Burundi. At position 5 is Katerega Ronald from Republic of Uganda. At position 4 is Blandina Kamili Kabalemesa from United Republic of Tanzania. At position 3 is Harriet Alon George from the Republic of South Sudan. At position 2 is Kingsley White Sifuna from the Republic of Kenya. And the winner is Atete Kagorora from the Republic of Rwanda.
Your Excellency, we're finished. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Chairperson. We have teachers who came with these students. If you're in the audience, please stand up for recognition and a round of applause to you. The teachers, please stand up. Kindly wave to us. Congratulations. The success of your students is your success as well. Thank you very much. Congratulations, SA Award winners of 2024. You can now take your seats. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies,
Your Excellencies, the last item will be to read the communique of today's meeting.
Your Excellencies, I wish to move that the communique be, you want to read it? I will now invite the Secretary General to present the draft communique to the Excellencies.
Let's read the communique.
Their Excellencies have guided me that I read their communique before they do their statements. The East African Community Heads of State, Their Excellencies William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, Evariste Ndayishimiye, President of the Republic of Burundi, Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, Right Honorable Justine Nsengiyumva, Prime Minister of the Republic of Rwanda, representing His Excellency Paul Kagame, President of the Republic of Rwanda, Honorable Mande Semaya Kumba, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, representing His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, President of the Republic of South Sudan, Honorable Floribert Anzuluni, Minister of Regional Integration, representing His Excellency Félix Antoine Tshisekedi Chilombo, President of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, held the 5th Ordinary Summit of the East African Community Heads of State on the 7th of March 2026 in Arusha in the United Republic of Tanzania. The heads of state met in a warm and cordial atmosphere. The summit received a progress report on the implementation of the previous decisions relating to the EAC-led Nairobi process on the restoration of peace in Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo, and A, took note of the progress made in restoring peace and stability in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. B, commended His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, CGH, President of the Republic of Kenya and Chairperson of the East African Community, for steering the implementation of the decisions of the summit relating to the peace and security situation in Eastern DRC and coordination of the process. C, called on all parties to the conflict to cease hostilities and observe immediate ceasefire while recommitting to peaceful resolution of their differences. D, urge the African Union to provide requisite financial and logistical resources to the AU-led mediation process on Eastern DRC to ensure expeditious and sustainable engagement of the process till conclusion. E, took note of the efforts of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, under the International Conference of the Great Lakes Region, and agreed that all initiatives and recommendations arising under the ICGLR should be channeled through the African Union. Number 3, received the report of the Council of Ministers for the period 30th November 2024 to 31st December 2025 and commended the Council for the progress made in implementing the programs and projects of the community, and A, vacated their decision of the 23rd meeting of the summit adopting a sustainable financing of the East African Community on 65% equal contribution and 35% assessed contributions financing formula, and adopted a new financing formula for the community of 50% equal partner contribution and 50% assessed contributions, and directed the partner states to implement the formula with effect from 1st July 2026 without fail and without further consultations by the Council of Ministers. B, decided to waive as a one-off 50% of all arrears due to all partner states due to the prevailing circumstances in all partner states, on the condition that the 50% is paid within 2 years from 7th of March 2026. C, directed the Council to finalize the schedule of sanctions, taking into account the new financing formula adopted by the summit and report to the 26th meeting of the summit. D, directed the partner states and the Council to resolve all outstanding reported non-tariff barriers to trade within the community by 30th June 2026. Directed the Council to conclude the Joint Action Plan on Strengthening Trade Relations arising from the meeting of EAC organs and institutions, partner states, private sector of partner states and their governing bodies or associations, and report to the 26th meeting of the summit. F, directed Roman 1, the Republic of South Sudan to conclude domestication of the treaty to facilitate effective implementation of programs and activities of the community. Roman 2, the Federal Republic of Somalia and the Democratic Republic of the Congo to fast-track domestication of the treaty to facilitate effective implementation of programs and activities of the community. Roman 3, the Council to conclude negotiations on the roadmap for integration of the Democratic Republic of the Congo into the community before 30th June 2026. Roman 4, the Council to fast-track implementation of the roadmaps for integration of Republic of South Sudan, Federal Republic of Somalia, and the Democratic Republic of Congo into the community. And Roman 5, the Republic of Rwanda, the Republic of South Sudan, the United Republic of Tanzania, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and the Federal Republic of Somalia to conclude national consultations on the EAC Political Confederation Constitution by 30th June 2026. Number 4, decided that the quorum for meetings of all organs and institutions of the community shall be 2/3 of all partner states, and directed partner states, Council, and Secretariat to implement this decision without further consultations. Number 5, decided that nominations for positions of Speaker, Judge President, Secretary General, and Deputy Secretaries General shall be in accordance to Article 8 of the treaty and shall be based on the following. Roman 1, ratification of all community legal instruments. Roman 2, domestication of the treaty. And Roman 3, full implementation of the roadmap for the integration of a partner state. Number 6, decided that the members of the East Africa Legislative Assembly serving in the community should be paid by their respective national assemblies with effect from the December 2027 after the end of the tenure of the current assembly. Number 7, received the report from the Secretary General on the management and operations of the organs and institutions of the community, and decided to increase the remuneration of the staff in the organs and institutions of the community by 2% with effect from January 2027. Number 8, the summit launched the 7th EAC development strategy 2026-27 to 2030 2031, and directed the Council and Secretariat to mobilize resources for its implementation. Number 9, the summit launched the EAC Customs Bond and directed the Council and partner states to roll out the EAC Customs Bond to facilitate trade. Number 10, the summit assented to A, the East African Community Appropriation Bill 2024, and B, the East African Community Statistics Bureau Bill. Number 11, the summit thanked Honorable Veronica Mweninduva for her dedicated service rendered to the community and wished her well in her future endeavors. Number 12, the summit appointed Ambassador Stephen Patrick Bundi from the United Republic of Tanzania as the new Secretary General of the community for a 5-year non-renewable term with effect from 25th April 2026. The summit, number 13, renewed the appointment of Honorable Andrea Arik Malueth as Deputy Secretary General Infrastructure, Productive, Social and Political Sectors with effect from 17th June 2026, and Ms. Annette Mtawe Semwemba as Deputy Secretary General, Customs, Trade and Monetary Affairs with effect from 1st August 2026. The summit appointed Justice Diejo Stephen Abraham, Mr. Abdiwahid Warsame Abdullahi, and Honorable Anne Atieno Amadi as judges to the First Instance Division of the East African Court of Justice with effect from 7th March 2026. Number 15, the heads of state congratulated and awarded certificates to the winners of the 2024 EAC Secondary Schools Essay Competition and commended them for their keen interest in the EAC integration process. Number 16, the summit commended His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, CGH, President of the Republic of Kenya, for his exemplary leadership during his tenure as the chairperson of the summit. Number 17, the summit decided that the Republic of Uganda will be the chairperson of the community, while the Republic of Rwanda will be the rapporteur. And finally, number 18, the heads of state thanked Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan and extended their gratitude for the warm and cordial hospitality accorded to them and their delegations during their stay in the United Republic of Tanzania. Their Excellencies appended their signatures to this communique dated 7th March 2026, Arusha, United Republic of Tanzania. I submit.
I thank the Secretary General for reading the communique, but before we adopt it, I want to invite their Excellencies to make statements, starting with our host. Okay. So I now move that the communique be adopted. Your Excellencies, we have come to the close of the 25th meeting of the summit. I wish to thank our host, Her Excellency Mama Samia Suluhu Hassan, for the hospitality extended to our delegations. And I wish all delegations safe travels back home. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. May we have the anthems, please? May we have the anthems, please? Very much. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, for gracing us with your presence at this 25th summit. Thank you, Honorable Ministers, distinguished delegates, all protocol observed. We've come to the end of the event. We wish you journey masses back home. Thank you.
Delegates, please. Lunch is served. Lunch is served for those who can manage to have lunch where we had the tea. So those who are able to have lunch, please welcome for lunch where we had the tea at 10 o'clock. Thank you.
Africa are in furthering the integration, something we should all be proud of.
The summit is the anchor. It is really the vision, it is the driver's seat, it is where the political will rest, it is where the foresight, the vision rests of the community. And that is an organizational structure element of it. But there is also the meeting of the presidents, and during these meetings is where they discuss pertinent issues and priority areas and give directions as to how we need to advance and how we need to develop this into fully fledged integration agenda.
As the EAC celebrates 25 years under the theme Promoting Trade, Sustainable Development, Peace and Security for Improved Livelihoods, the future looks brighter for the East African Community member states.
As the EAC marks 25 years, we celebrate the expanded market opportunities that have been offered. We celebrate the opportunities for our people to be able to move within the region unhindered. We celebrate the vast resources and culture that we celebrate as a region, and we look forward to expand.
threats from wherever, and using the undugu that God gave us, we are lucky. All these people we are talking about are either similar or the same. And in the case of East Africa, we have got even Swahili, which is a common language.
Kenya is invested in supporting the peace, the security, the stability of our region, and we will spare no effort in deploying our capabilities, our abilities to secure our region as we focus on what helps us to grow.
By aligning with East Africa's frameworks, we've begun harmonizing our trade policies and removing barriers that previously limited our ability to fully participate in the regional markets. The Somali government has already created an enabling environment through investment-friendly laws in place, such as the Investors and Investments Protection Law.
Le Burundi est un fervent défenseur du renforcement du commerce intra-régional au sein de la communauté est-africaine, et à cet effet, la suppression des barrières non tarifaires s'avère être une priorité.
Are you encountering an NTB? NTBs, better known as non-tariff barriers, have been known to hinder easier movement of goods within our borders. And with these challenges, the EAC has introduced a new app, the NTB Reporting App, where reporting and monitoring of NTBs has been made much easier.
With the different initiatives that we have undertaken to facilitate trade, we have seen an increase in intra-EAC trade by 13.4%. That is from $65 billion in 2021 to $74.1 billion in 2022. This is a percentage share of 15%.
The resolution rate of NTBs within the East Africa community has improved to a level above 90%. The time taken to resolve NTBs has reduced to approximately 76 days.
We have so many micro and small entrepreneurs that cross the borders every day, and they're in millions in the East Africa community. As we all know, non-tariff barriers is a big barrier to free trade among the small businesses in this region.
Il est d'évidence que les barrières non tarifaires constituent une entrave majeure dans la mise en œuvre de la libéralisation du commerce dans la communauté est-africaine.
So, for purposes of easing monitoring and reporting of NTBs, we have introduced the mobile application. It has been adopted by the Sector Council on Trade.
Some of the categories that you can report using the NTB app include and are not limited to administrative issues,
puisse se doter d'un instrument utile et efficace pour la gestion des barrières non tarifaires.
This NTB hub is going to be a game changer within the East Africa community, simply because it is going to enable the traders to timely use
app is that it is hosted by the EAC and managed by the EAC. So it will be easy for us to administer in terms of receiving and reporting the NTBs.
Et de ce fait, cette application permet donc aux commerçants de suivre l'état des lieux de la plainte qui est déclarée.
It will be very helpful in terms of having a central point of view
to see what has been reported and what is on ground.
While lodging these complaints, you'll be asked a
My name is Annette Semwemba. I'm Deputy Secretary General in charge of Customs, Trade and Monetary Affairs at the EAC Secretariat. Over the last 20 to 25 years, Customs has evolved substantially from manual processes to initiatives now that embrace technology fully. For example, I recall from many years back, paperwork was manual. Now there's no more paperwork. It's all electronic regional cargo tracking systems. All these are interventions that didn't exist back in the day, but now support and facilitate customs to be able to do their work. The future is very bright. We have witnessed reduced turnaround times. We have witnessed a reduction in the cost of doing business. I can safely say that we will continue to experience even more benefits. Our trade facilitation initiatives will continue to be deepened, and this region will continue to prosper as an investment and business destination. My message would be further collaboration to identify what are the key areas that could be further enhanced in terms of deepening trade facilitation, and what resources development partners could make available to be able to support us and deliver on those areas that would have been identified.
Every day, thousands of passengers cross the skies above East Africa, from the savannas of Tanzania to the highlands of Rwanda, from the shores of Lake Victoria to the growing cities of South Sudan. Aviation connects people, trade, tourism, and opportunity. But before the engines roar, before the wheels leave the ground, there is a trust. Trust that the aircraft is sound. Trust that the skies are secure. Trust that someone, somewhere, has done the unseen work. Across the vast landscape of East Africa, from lakes to savannas, from growing cities to remote airstrips, aviation is more than movement. It's a connection, it's lifeline, and it's hope. And behind every safe flight, there are guardians. At the heart of this system is the East African Civil Aviation Safety and Security Oversight Agency, known simply as CASOA. Aviation is one of the most regulated industries in the world, and for good reason. Safety and security are not optional. Globally, aviation standards are guided by the International Civil Aviation Organization, a United Nations agency that sets the rules for safe and secure international air transport. For East African nations, aligning with these global standards is critical and mandatory, not only to protect lives, but to ensure airlines can operate internationally, attract investment, and build confidence in the region's aviation system. That's where CASOA comes in.
My name is Francis Lichuma, currently acting as the Executive Director for East Africa Community's Civil Aviation Safety and Security Oversight Agency, better known as CASOA. As air traffic increased in the region, and aviation systems expanded, the EAC partner states recognized a shared challenge, that of maintaining high safety and security standards across borders. Rather than working in isolation, the partner states chose collaboration, and thus, KASOA was established in the year 2007 as a specialized institution of the community, a shared shield for shared skies. The agency was created to support the harmonization of aviation regulations, provide technical support to partner states, and strengthen oversight capacity across the community.
KASOA's work is highly technical, but its impact is deeply humane. Primarily, the agency assists partner states in meeting their safety and oversight obligation and responsibilities under the Chicago Convention and its annexes. Second, the agency supports the development and harmonization of civil aviation regulation. Third, the agency provides training and capacity building of experts in
Some
the
attention,
industry
please,
to
ladies and
workshops
gentlemen. As the video goes on, I just want to announce that we have refreshments in the room here. So we'll start, so that we avoid confusion, we'll start with the high table. Our dignitaries, the first 3 rows, you can go into the hall as we wait for the summit to do their closed session, so that you have some refreshments and come back, and then we go row by row. Many thanks. You can proceed if you wish. Thank you. Further to that, ladies and gentlemen, we know that most of you do not have the program for what will be happening here when the summit comes in. So, just for a brief, when the summit concludes the closed session, they'll proceed into this room, whereupon we'll expect all of us to be upstanding to receive the members of the summit. After that, we'll have the EAC anthem. Then we'll have opening remarks by the Secretary General. We'll then have remarks by the outgoing chairperson of the EAC Summit. Then we'll have the Bureau constituted, since we expect a possibility of a change of Bureau. Then we'll have the agenda of this summit adopted by the summit. That will be followed by the report of the chairperson of the council to the summit. After that, we'll have the remarks of the incoming chairperson of the summit in case the chairperson, the bureau will be changed. Then the incoming chair will make his opening remarks. We also expect this summit to appoint a new Secretary General to the community. If that happens, then the new Secretary General will be sworn in. Then there will be swearing in of judges appointed by the summit, and then the launch of the 7th EAC Development Strategy and the EAC Customs Bond. And we'll finish with the award to the winners, the students winners of the EAC essay writing competition. Finally, there will be the reading and signing of the communique. Thank you so much.
In 2009, the East African Legislative Assembly passed the Inter-University Council for East Africa Act 2009. According to the Act, the Inter-University Council for East Africa, popularly known as IUCEA, is a strategic institution of the East African community, mandated to coordinate the development of higher education and research in the East African region. The origins of the Inter-University Council for East Africa, IUCEA, can be traced to 1970, when universities of Makerere, Nairobi, and Dar es Salaam formed the Inter-University Committee, IUC, to facilitate research and collaboration among these East African universities.
In 1980, the vice chancellors of the three universities, University of Dar es Salaam, Makerere University, and the University of Nairobi, thought that this inter-university committee is their baby. So they wanted to make sure that it functions well, and so they met in Nairobi. And they also invited their permanent secretaries who were responsible for education. And in that meeting, they resolved to strengthen that cooperation and to change the name of the Inter-University Committee into the Inter-University Council for East Africa.
The late Professor Nkunya laid the groundwork for the Federation of East Africa as a common higher education area in 2017, negotiated the Centers of Excellence project with the World Bank, and was very instrumental in building the new home for IUCEA. He also played a pivotal role in the development of a number of tools that inform quality assurance and qualification framework in communities. Such instruments and tools were fully supported by the IUCEA, and as a result, the East African Community was declared a common higher education area in May 2017. Today, IUCEA is where it is due to commitment of the partner states and the Council's leadership who have steered this institution beyond the borders of the East African Community.
Our global goal is that we want to see happening transformative higher education with a globally competitive, knowledge-based and industrialized economy for EAC integration.
The Common Higher Education Area Committees, as well as the Quality Assurance Committee, are working on structures that allow students who are in different education systems to know at what point they enter university and how they can use their time in high school to move quickly into universities.
We have input that we bring from our own accreditation system to align with the IUCEA. Now when that happens, then we are speaking to each other.
The standards, the courses, and so on, all this should be standardized to enable Ugandan to go and work in Burundi, to enable someone from South Sudan to go and work in Kenya without having to go through another exam.
Currently, the institution supports a variety of programs and projects such as Research and Innovation Coordination Program, EAC Centers of Excellence for ICT, Staff and Students Mobility Program, the Eastern and Southern Africa Higher Education Centers of Excellence Project ASE2, the East Africa Skills for Transformation and Regional Integration Project ESTRIP, and the East African Qualification Framework for Higher Education Program. This has been further enhanced by the establishment of a research unit at the headquarters of the IUCEA, which is dedicated to research and innovation for the various member universities in the EAC region. Through EABC, the IUCEA is building an industry-university partnership to enhance the relationship and also build a competitive private sector through knowledge generation, dissemination, and absorption.
So what we are going to do is to map out what are those skills that are required by the private sector, and then in terms of curriculum development or competence-based program, they are able to tailor or align those skills based on the demand by our industrial players and other players in the sectors.
The East African community is ranked as one of the fastest growing, or actually the leading regional economic blocks, because of the role the Inter-University Council and other institutions are playing.
Looking at the successes that the IUC has done is to say this is a body we need to strengthen even further so that it can help us to ensure quality in the
Our distinguished guests, partner state delegates, Tafadhalini, we have refreshments for you, so kindly proceed the top lines, the first 4 seats, please go for the refreshments. The members of the council could still be in, members of the coordination committee, all partner state delegates, heads of EAC organs and institutions, please go for the refreshments. Then we have the rest of the team, including the brass band. You've been doing a good job. After that, you proceed also to get your refreshments. Thank you so much and welcome. Brass band, as we wait for your turn in just a few minutes, you could give us 1 or 2 items, then we'll have another entertainment group as you proceed for the refreshment. Thank you.
Stories whispered on the wind. Witness nature's grand spectacle. Our majestic wildlife, both airborne and earthbound, roams free across vast savannas and within our lush, protected parks. Over hundreds of them. Behold the awe-inspiring Great Migration, a breathtaking ballet of life unfolding before your very eyes. Lose yourself in the pristine beauty of our beaches, where turquoise waters meet sun-kissed suns. Delve into our timeless history, a heritage waiting to be discovered and cherished for generations to come. Unearth the secrets of ancient civilization and walk in the footsteps of those who came before. The adventure? Thrilling! Unforgettable! From heart-pounding safaris to tranquil mountain treks, there is something for everyone. Every moment is a memory in the making. Prepare to be mesmerized by the breathtaking landscapes that unfold. Serene vistas, dramatic peaks, and rolling plains, a symphony of nature's artistry. Awaken your senses with the tantalizing aromas and flavors of our diverse cuisines. Connect with the heart of our culture through the vibrant rhythms of our music and the artistry of our entertainment. Marvel at the ingenuity and creativity of our local artisans. Their handcrafted treasures, born from passion and tradition, tell stories of our heritage. Bienvenue. Welcome to East Africa. Visit East Africa. Feel the vibe.
Years ago, the East African community was re-established with a vision to creating a prosperous, secure, competitive, and politically united region. Today, our family of 3 has grown to 8, bonding together over 300 million citizens into one vibrant community. Our journey of integration has yielded remarkable achievements, transforming lives and offering opportunities that are boundless to all. Through one-stop border posts, robust cross-border infrastructure, harmonized education systems, and a single customs territory, we have revolutionized how our people trade, learn, and grow. Today, our integration touches every aspect of East African lives. A trader from Kampala seamlessly moves goods to Mombasa. Through mutual recognition agreements, a South Sudanese engineer practices in Kenya. With the East African Community Single Tourism Visa, a tourist can explore Kenya, Rwanda, and Uganda as one destination, boosting our regional tourism and economic growth. Whether you're in the energetic streets of Nairobi or the melodious, rhythmic streets of Kinshasa, the serene hills of Kitega or Kampala, the rising towers of Juba, the green valleys of Kigali, the coastal shores of Mogadishu, or the golden plains of Dodoma. Join us as we celebrate our achievements, reflect on our challenges, and chart an even stronger future for our community. Together, we are the East African Community. One people, one destiny. Jumuiya moja.
Afrika Mashariki 25 years ago, the East African Community was re-established to bring unity, prosperity, and peace to the region through deeper integration. Today, as we celebrate its Silver Jubilee, we reflect on the progress made and look ahead to the future. The vision of one people, one destiny continues to drive the East African Community. The East African Community, EAC, also known as Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki in Kiswahili, was first established in 1967 and later dissolved in 1977 before being re-established in the year 2000. The community has since grown from the initial 3 states to the current 8 states. The partner states are the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Republic of Burundi, the Republic of Kenya, the Republic of Rwanda, the Federal Republic of Somalia, the Republic of South Sudan, the Republic of Uganda, and the United Republic of Tanzania. The EAC has its headquarters on the Afrika Mashariki Road in Arusha, Tanzania. The founding nation's vision was clear: a united East African bloc working together through economic integration and regional cooperation to address regional challenges, trade barriers, political instability, and economic isolation.
25 years, it means that for a quarter of a century, we have reworked, we came back together, we rejigged our vision, and we looked back and we said, yes, we started the first time, we didn't get everything right, but we can do it a second time because we've learned our lessons, and therefore 25 years means a reflection of look how far we've come, look how much we've succeeded. Perhaps we never take time to really reflect on the journey, but the fact that we hold passports written East African Community, the fact that when I need to attend a meeting from here in Arusha to Kigali, I can drive all the way. The fact that we are dealing with common problems basically means that we've come a long way. We have seen that what brings us together is more than what divides us.
Tremendous progress has been witnessed in all partner states as envisioned by the 4 EAC integration pillars, namely the customs union, fostering free movement of goods, the common market, facilitating the movement of goods, people, services, and capital, the monetary union, aiming for harmonized monetary and fiscal policies, and the long-term goal of a political federation for enhanced political integration.
Kimsingi kwa sasa hivi kutokana na huu wigo mpana uliofunguliwa na hizi Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki, yani free movement of people ama labor ama ajira, mfano walimu wa Tanzania wanaofundisha Kiswahili wanaweza kufanya kazi Rwanda.
The East African Community prides itself as one of the fastest growing regional economic blocs in the world, thanks to the customs union established in 2005. By working towards the elimination and addressing non-tariff barriers, NTBs, the EAC has made great strides in creating a unified trade space, making it easier for goods to move freely across borders.
We've been going to this all East African state, getting ideas, exchanging talents, learning new innovation from each other. In fact, this has created jobs and has opened the way.
The EAC continues to refine policies to ensure that every member state adheres to agreed regulations, creating a more efficient and transparent trade environment.
The East African community is the most integrated bloc within Africa. We have set the pace, and as a community, we urge our citizens, we urge our stakeholders to get involved, to take advantage of the protocols that have been signed, to explore this region so that this region is a force to reckon with. One-stop border posts. I think the region's aim is to increase from the current 13 to many more, to increase efficiency at border crossings. But of course, we have to continue leveraging technology. We have to continue providing information, capacity building, simple initiatives such as translating documents into languages that our cross-border traders can understand.
With the launch of the common market in 2010,